Hi guys, this is Dawn with Furtastic Friends, and today I'm coming to you with another recipe. Today we are making Mongolian ground beef noodles. Sounds yummy. And this is what you'll need. You need a pound of lean ground beef, 4 tablespoons of ginger, and 6 cloves of garlic, which I have already minced, or I've gone ahead and put it on the plane and put it in this bowl. Between a half a cup to a cup of beef broth, an eighth of a cup to a half a cup of brown sugar, 6 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, a quarter of a teaspoon to half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and a box of linguine. Now, I am not using a whole box of linguine. I'll be using a little over a half, probably maybe like 3/4 of a box. And I had about a half an onion in the refrigerator, so I figured, why not? I'm going to go ahead and add that to the beef while I'm cooking it. It should be tasty. Recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm going to add it anyways. Then also some chopped scallions for garnish afterwards. That's optional. Don't have to have it. So, let's get started. Can't wait. Okay, guys. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start browning our ground beef. And I have a pot to the side that I am boiling water to cook my linguine so that I will have it ready, hopefully in time, so that I can then toss it into the ground beef and sauce so that we can finish our dish. The other thing that you need to do is, in a large measuring cup, take your soy sauce, your beef broth, your brown sugar, your red pepper flakes, your pepper, and your hoisin sauce, and mix all of that together and have that on the side to add to the ground beef, ginger, and garlic when this is done. So, I'm just now starting to brown my ground beef, and my water over here is starting to come to a simmer, but it's still going to be a bit before it comes to a boil. When it comes to the boil, which of course it is salted water, because you want to make sure you salt your water for pasta, I'll toss in the pasta and then set the timer for about 9 to 10 minutes. And then hopefully by the time the pasta is done, this will be done, and then we can throw everything together. I wish now I would have gone to the store, maybe picked up some zucchini or some snow peas or something to add a vegetable to this. But I'll maybe do that next time. Now the other thing is that the comments on this recipe stated that some people said it was too salty or too sweet. So I have cut back on the sugar, and I'm using low sodium soy sauce. And some people even said that there wasn't enough sauce and that they wish they had doubled the sauce to make sure that there was enough for the noodles. And that's the reason why I'm cutting back on the amount of noodles, so that way I'm not having to double up on the sauce. I'm just cutting back on the amount of noodles, so that way I'm assured that there's going to be enough sauce for the noodles. So I'm taking the advice of the comments on this recipe. Now my water is now boiling, so I'm going to toss my noodles in. And I'm going to have to stir these occasionally. And let me set my timer. Okay, now my ground beef is about half done. So I'm going to toss in these onions that I had in the fridge that I didn't have any plans for, so I might as well go ahead and use them so they don't go bad. And let me go ahead and finish browning up this ground beef. And then just at the point where the ground beef is done, I'm going to toss in the ginger and garlic. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here so that way you're not having to sit here and watch this cook. And when it's done, I'll be back for the next step. Okay guys, the ground beef was done and I drained off any extra grease, and then I added in the garlic and ginger. And now I'm letting that saute for about a minute or two. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell this. And then we're going to add in the sauce mixture that we have already put into a measuring cup that we have sitting to the side. And then we're going to let this simmer for several minutes while our noodles are finishing up. They should be done in about a minute or two. Then I will drain them real quickly and add them to the sauce. Okay, looks like our noodles are almost done, so let me go ahead and get these off this hot stove and drain them, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, now we're going to add our noodles. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, guys. And just like with any pasta dish, I'll bet you this is even better tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to put this on low and let it sit for just a few more minutes so that the noodles can soak up this sauce. And then we'll be back for dinner. Okay, guys, the noodles have soaked up the sauce and it's ready for din din. I have some spring onions and I just toasted some sesame seeds, cooled, and put them back in the bag for some garnish. So let me make my plate and let's go in for a taste.